This is a 3-part video, so if you haven't watched the previous parts, please see below link. Thank you. Welcome to my channel, Dennis!
Hi, Annette. It's a pleasure to be on your channel. Thank you.
I'm so over
that expression because I knew I was out. My body was dead. My heart had stopped. So I was scared to look at it. So I just pointed myself in the direction of the bed and I just flew into my body with my thought and my soul. And he died. And I ended up going to his funeral. And I said to myself, I will tell them. I will never withhold information again. Never. Now I'm very much helping people through readings, through health readings, through life readings, and also all the information that I got from my download on the other side. Because, yeah, so the power of prayer is powerful and all is possible through it.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for this very informative NDE experience and your story. I hope I absorb everything that I heard from you. Oh, this is really, yeah, very amazing.
Well,
your experiences, both from your mom and from the second. Yes. Thank you so much. So I have the feeling you answered all my questions. I wrote it somewhere, and now I think you have mentioned everything. But I'm still gonna ask you in case.
Okay, no problem.
Yes. Okay. You said that your mother saved you from an alternate reality where you confronted and fight with a bodyguard. You would have been either dead or in prison. So do you believe in parallel universes? And if so, why are there parallel universes?
Okay. First thing, there's many timelines, many, because timelines are like freedom of choice. There's many timelines. Even if you look on the internet, they have people who talk about, they've experienced some of those timelines where they accidentally went into something and it was from another time, or they took a picture of something and something's in the picture that shouldn't be there because it's more modern, and the other, there's so many experiences about that. So we have many timelines. You can call them parallel universes, but for me, what my mother told me, they were like timelines, which are just basically choice.
Okay.
And there's many. There's not like one. There could be like 1,000. So it depends on your choice. If you choose this one, this is going. That's why I say it's so important not to watch the news so much, because they use a lot of symbolism. That's why in the ancient times they use symbols, because it made you believe. And once you believe something, you automatically start to create a timeline towards that conclusion, whether it's good or bad.
Exactly. Okay. Thank you for that. So second, okay, I think the story about your mother's spirit where she was unable to find you in the hospital is very interesting. Can you explain why she wasn't able to find you and what would have happened if she did find you?
Yes, well, I finally found out what that all meant after my second NDE, after I was back in my body. The information came to me why that happened, and that was she was not able to find me, because if she had found me, I would have never left. I would have never wanted to go. I would have stayed there.
Exactly.
I would have stayed there because the love between us was so great. She was the best mom in the whole world.
I have goosebumps. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah. You saying that. Thank you. Oh, wow.
Yes.
I have goosebumps everywhere. Sorry. Also, you have stated that in the afterlife, we are all equal. So you are saying we are as powerful and in the same level to God and the angels.
Yes. And people have a lot of problems with that.
Yeah, I think so.
but in God's eyes, what I got was it's all the same level. There is no better than better. There is no good or bad, none, because it's all God. It's all God. It's like, is my thumb better than my finger? No, it's just a different part, but it's not better.
So you think we are all coming from God, God as one, and we're all like these small cells.
Yes, exactly.
Billions of cells. So
exactly.
we are all connected.
Yes, and no cell's better than any other. Just different. That's it.
Thank you for that.
Okay.
So number 4, I'm curious to what happens to the spirits of people that are of a lower frequency. You just mentioned that too. For example, people that have committed crimes, those type of people that had hatred and anger in their hearts, when they die, is all that negative feeling still there, or they awaken to their real selves, which is what you stated, that is love? And if that black anger and hatred still lingers after death, are these the hauntings we hear from the news?
Okay. First, hauntings are. First, I want to clear something. When you die on Earth, you can still be in the game.
Oh, really?
Yes, you have to choose to leave the Earth, and then you're out of the game. Then you're into God. But if you don't, you can still be in the game, and that's what the souls, what we might call ghosts, are. They chose not to. They have a choice still to go to the light, but they don't. But they don't. You see, they still have the choice. That's why I would tell people, God gives you the choice. It says you can come with me or you can stay. It's okay. I love you either way. And a lot of souls choose to stay for many reasons. They're still attached to something they did on Earth, something they believed, or they want to stay. They don't want to go there. Some of them don't want to go to the light, and they all have. One thing I noticed about my mother, I want to say, she was still in adjustment period when I saw her. She still didn't quite know how it works. That's why she needed an escort, an angel, to bring her, because she still didn't know. So you, on the other side, every soul has a different adjustment period.
Okay.
And believe me, when I say different, I mean some souls can take 100 years to adjust, to finally go to the light. Exactly. Yes, but they all have freedom of choice.
Wow.
All of them, because this is God's love is like a love that it's not earthly or human. It's so beyond that. It's so great and so free and so wonderful. It's beyond human. I can barely describe the love that I felt in my room that day my mother came to visit me. Wow. I can barely describe it. I mean,
even imagine how it would feel for you, how it felt for you.
Only thing I often say, it's like being in Hawaii on a lounge chair, the perfect weather, the perfect sun. You feel perfect. There's joy around. Everybody's happy, and magnify that 1,000 times. And then you come close to what it felt.
Wow. So this love doesn't exist here on Earth, only there.
No, only there. But you can get little bits of it every now and then. If you meditate, or if you pray, or you do something that you love, it comes through sometimes.
This channel is what I do. It's my real passion.
That's why time goes by very fast when you're doing something you love, because you're tuning into the other side, and on the other side there is no time. That's why time goes so fast, because you say, hey, that's funny, the time went so fast. It didn't feel like that because you tapped on the other side. You touched the other side because you're doing something that you love so much. That's why.
Oh, you just explained everything so well that even me can understand. And my English is not as good as yours.
Well,
because
you're
it's
doing
not
great.
My native language.
Yes.
It's very nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for explaining for my viewers too.
Yes.
For them to understand this,
Yes.
So that's why I have also questions.
Yes. Okay.
As you have shared from your interview, you've said that we are powerful souls, an all-knowing soul that came to earth to experience this reality.
Yes.
You said that we choose who our parents are, what our life is, and our destiny, that everything is preordained. So what was your mother's reason that she felt the need to come back to this world and warn you about the future? More specifically, the coming altercation you would have with the bodyguard. Can you explain more about that?
Okay, first thing, I want to clear something. Now, everything isn't destiny. It's half and half. It's kind of like some things are and some things are free will.
Oh, okay.
I want to make that clear. Some points, like if you were outside laying on the grass for all your life, there would be one or two people that would come that you would meet. Even if you don't move from that place laying on the grass, you still would meet these one or two people, because that's the destiny. That's the part that you were supposed to meet them because you agreed to meet them. And the other things, all the other choices, if you choose vanilla ice cream, if you go here, if you choose a trip, that's all free will. If you decide to do a new career, that's your free will.
Okay.
So the soul plans a few things in your life that's going to happen because you wanted to experience it as a soul. I wanted to experience to be a father. I wanted to experience to be a boyfriend. I wanted to experience to be, whatever you wanted to experience. So some things, but not everything. Not everything, just some things.
So some things are for free choice, free will.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And my mother came back to put me on a different timeline, I would think, because she could see the future. And she knew that if I continued the way I was going, because I had no knowledge that she was alive anymore, I had given up on life. She knew that I was headed to a pretty bad ending on Earth. And she didn't want that for me. She loved me. So she came to change my timeline. She came to show me, hey, I'm okay. I'm even better than I was in real life. This is even better. I'm even more powerful. And she showed me that. So that cured me. I was no longer wanted to die. I was no longer worried about her at all. I came to peace with it because she proved to me, and I even have to prove to this day, that guy is still in jail to this day. That girlfriend had 3 kids. That's right. So, she proved it to me. So I'm okay with her now. And I understand, of course, after my second NDE, how much power we have. It's incredible. I mean, I was laughing on the other side. And people say, but you were dead. You're supposed to be sad and scared. No, I was laughing. It was a party. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, thank you for that.
Uh-huh.
You said that we all come from love and that we are love. Where do you think all these negative feelings and thought comes from? Where does hate and anger come from?
Well, the thing is that we're on third dimension. And third dimension, that's the only way that it can exist. It can't exist in the higher dimensions, but it's all God. But God can only let you experience the hate and the love in a lower density. It can't let you experience it in the higher density, which is the other side. Yeah. So that's why you come into a physical thing, because a spiritual being, they can't experience the lower density so much. So that's why 3D was created. That's why Earth decided to play this game for billions of years, to give a chance for the souls to experience 3D. That was it.
Thank you. And my last, but
yes.
Okay. Lastly, you shared that your NDE had awakened you in a gift. When a precognition or a glimpse of the future comes to you, Can you explain how that comes to you? Is it more of a feeling, or do you see it happen like in a vision?
For me, it's more of a feeling, but the feeling, how can I say it? Feeling gives me a picture sometimes. It's like this. For example, if you close your eyes and I put a spoon of vanilla ice cream, but you don't know that it's vanilla, and I just tell you, close your eyes and you taste it, and you're gonna say, oh, I think I know this flavor. It tastes like vanilla ice cream. Okay, that's kind of how it works with me. I can, and sometimes it's both ways. It's sometimes actually see. For example, if somebody was to ask me about a marriage and they say, well, tell me about my marriage. Is it working or is it not good? What I do is I say, you tell me your first name and his first name. And what I do, I close my eyes and I see two lights. Wow. And these lights, one is that person, one is the other. Now, if the lights come together, I'm going to feel the love between them. I will feel it. If the lights go over each other, then I'm going to feel that one of the persons is not connected to that person and is doesn't want to be with that person, is leaving. This is how I'm able to tell the relationship. And sometimes if it's really a lot of love, I see the lights coming together and merging together.
Really?
Like, yes, and that's a lot of love.
Wow. Wow. It's so nice to hear that.
That's how I can tell. And even sometimes one light will go to another light and then it'll split. And what that means is that the person has too many things they're doing. They're splitting. They're not facing the other one. And when the lights just face it, that means two people are looking at each other. They're aware of each other. They're kind with each other. They're seeing the other person. So all these things I just know, it just came to me, and it's like that. That's how I read people, and I can tell about the children. I can tell about the health. I can tell. And with the health, it's different. With the health, what happens is I actually take on the symptoms of the person. That's how I'm able to tell them what's wrong with them.
Okay.
So, but sometimes that can be
precise.
No, dangerous, because sometimes they have bad heart problems, or they have this and that, and I have to let go their energy, because sometimes it starts to make me have that, whatever their ailment is.
Oh.
So that's why I have to, if it's a really deadly ailment, I put it a little bit further from my energy, because if I get too close, I start to have that.
Oh.
Because I can feel, that's how I'm able to tell if they're healthy or not, because I become their energy. I feel like what their body feels like. I feel what their body feels like. So that's how I'm able to do that. I learned all this stuff, though, over the years, because in the beginning, I didn't quite know how it worked. It just worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're used to this now.
Yes. I do readings through Zoom, like we're talking now. I do sometimes through the phone, and I also do it in person, where I hold the person's left hand. And sometimes I don't even hold their hand. I just put my hand over top of their hand. And then I can feel where their energy and and it's not me who knows this information about the person. It's their energy I'm able to communicate with, their soul, put it that way.
Their soul, yeah.
And their soul knows it all. So that I'm able to read it. So that's how I'm able to tell the person, because a lot of people, they just don't listen to that little voice they should listen to inside. And I'm just able to see it easier somehow. It's like that. But I don't say that nobody could ever do that. Sure. We all can do that and more. That and more. I'm just helping people to raise their vibration. The more you raise your vibration, the more you come into your spiritual power. The more you love, the more you laugh, the more you come into your spiritual power. Laughing is also medicine for the body. Wow. It's a healing for the body. And also love, when you do loving things, when you, with a puppy, if you're planting flowers, if you're doing anything that you love that makes you laugh, is healing to the body and gives the body power.
Wow. So one thing I have learned from you, because I've always thought that that earth, our purpose on earth is to learn how to love. And I thought it was like a school where we, you know, when we are finished high school or college, that we get this diploma, and when we die, we stay there. But once we haven't accomplished that, our purpose, then we reincarnate again. That's what my thought just before this interview.
Okay, well, the thing is that we came to experience, but we could learn something in the experience. But we didn't come to experience because we have to or because we need to. The soul doesn't come here because it needs to or it has to. It comes to experience. In that experience, yes, it's possible that you could learn something, but it's not because you need to learn something or that you have to learn something in order for your soul to grow. Your soul is going to grow with every experience. It expands. With every experience, your soul expands.
Wow. Okay.
But it's not because, oh, you have to finish Earth. You have to. No, Earth is a game. It's not an easy game either.
I just realize it now.
It's not an easy game. And the only precious thing in this game is love. That's the precious thing in the game. Without love, life is not precious at all.
Wow.
With the love, it's the most precious.
So all these things, the world, the earth and God and the souls, it's all about love.
Yes.
The word love.
Yes.
Wow. I'm so happy to know this.
Yes, yes. And like I said, we have free choice. So we have people who are going to take the long road to the mountain. They're going to take the long road home. And we have to understand that. We don't have to be hanging with a person who wants to be in low vibration if we don't want to be. We have free choice. But in that free choice, we should never hate someone who's taking the long road home. We should never judge someone.
So no judgments, yeah.
No judgments. Because if you judge someone, you're judging, guess who? You. Because they're part of you and you're part of them. And all is God. And I say that, I repeat that so many times, even the bad ones, even the things we consider horrible, it's part of God. It's all God.
Wow.
It's just that we don't always understand the conception. We don't always understand the situation. You know, my father was the reason why I did music. And my father, he would come from work and put on his jukebox and play the most wonderful music in the whole entire world. And I heard that as a kid and I said, oh, I want to play that. But my father never wanted me to be a musician. He never wanted me to play music. And he never supported me. So only until I did my first world tour when I was 18, then he said, oh, maybe he could do something, maybe. But he, because he didn't support me, motivated me to sing better, to play my saxophone better. It was because of him, you see. But at the time, if somebody looks at it from outside, they're going to say, oh, that's a horrible life. The parents don't support the child and the child wants to be an artist. And, oh, that's so horrible. But no, it's not. You see, that's what I'm saying. What we see on the outside, we may not know the true story.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell people. Don't be fooled by the illusion. The true story you may not know. That's why you might meet somebody and this person has a horrible attitude and you don't know why. And you just think that's a bad person. but maybe that person just lost their father, or that person just lost their job, and you just happen to come at that time, but you don't know that information. But on the other side, you would know it. And then you would say, oh, that's why they were like that. And I shouldn't have been so mean because they were not so nice. That's why I say you treat everybody nice, whether they're nice to you or not. You still treat them nice. I don't say that you have to go hanging out with that person if they're on a low vibration, but you still treat them with love and respect, whether they're nice or not.
Wow. Oh, thank you so much for all these lessons, all the education about life. Wow, I'm so blessed to hear this. I have a feeling this is my awakening. Like I told you briefly with my story,
yes,
2020 is my miracle year, and I'm so happy. I think not so many people get to hear something like this, and this is also the reason why I've created my channel, to spread love everywhere.
Exactly, you're doing it right, and I'm very honored to be on your show and be the first one on your show. That's so nice.
I get so emotional. Until now, I get this my hair on down my spine. I'm so excited and so emotional.
It's going to be a great program you're doing. It's going to be a great service, and people really need to hear your guests that will be on your program. And you're doing a great service to the world, to humanity. And it's such an honor, and I hope that we stay friends. You let me know how it's going, and I will show you things, and anything that you need, you just write me or call me. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Because I really love what you're doing, and I'm so happy to be a part of that, to be on your show. That's a real honor for me. And I want to tell you that from my heart. Thank you.
Thank you. Next time I will not put makeup on my shirt. It will smear. Thank you so much. And I hope to hear from you soon, and the video.
Yes, you will definitely hear that within the next 2 days for sure. I will send that movie to you, because that will be something I think your viewers would love to hear about also, because this is the proof of what I'm saying to you about the planet raising vibration, and that it's affecting our DNA. It's affecting who we are, our bodies. And that movie is the actual proof. And that's also the proof of why I tell you what I got my download about prayers, how powerful they are, it's much more powerful than people think. You just have to go with your open heart. You don't have to beg. You just have to ask. Humble and ask. And that's it.
My prayers is all about other people. I stop praying for myself. It's all about the others. That's the way I am, a person of selfless.
Yes, but also if you need something also, it's not a tragedy, it's not a tragedy. God loves you either way.
Yeah, that's so nice and so comforting.
Yes.
All these things that what you said about the other life there, it's so comforting, and I'm relieved, that this world is all about that. So why was I always scared my whole life? I mean,
because people don't know it. I was scared too. I mean, until these extraordinary two experiences happened to me, I was like you. I mean, I was going, but this is also part of the game. It's part of the game, the duality, because we can't experience that so much on the other side because of the love, because of the higher vibration. You have to go lower vibrations to experience those things.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's one of the things. And we just don't know how much power we are, but everything is changing now because these two timelines are on top of each other, and one is going to leave. And once it does, then the people who are on the lower vibration will stay there. And the people on a higher vibration will be on a whole nother timeline. You won't barely notice it it'll just be all of a sudden, everything is going so wonderful, and you'll start to notice that. But right now, the two timelines are on top of each other, so you see everything right now. And it's to give you a choice. The earth is a wonderful soul, to give all the souls a choice. What vibration you want to be on. If you want to be on a high, if you want to be on a low, it's okay. But you're going to have to make your choice now, because she's leaving. And that's all. That's my download.
What a blessing to have you as my first ever guest on this channel. I'm so proud of you, of what you're doing. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude. Like I said, I'm just full of joy. My heart is full of joy, full of love. And I can't wait to share all these
great
vibes. Thank you so much. I could talk to you for days. I could listen to you. Thank you so much.
I hope I answered all your questions. And
thank you so much.
And we stay in touch. Blessings.
Yes, please. Thank you so much. And have a nice day.
You too. Have a great one.
Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for watching this video, and for more information about Dennis Bullock, you can contact him through his email. I'll paste his email down below the description. Thank you so much, and for all the people who subscribe. And if you like the video, you can hit the like and subscribe, and you'll be notified the next time I'll have another guest. And that will be very, very soon. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Goodbye till then.